Hello all, my name is Krish Nayak and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, one of the most important question that has been asked by many people who implement end-to-end project, that is with respect to creating an environment. Now there are multiple ways in creating an environment for a project, and it is always a good idea that you probably create a separate environment for every project because you have a different set of dependencies and libraries that you need to install over there. Now considering this, right, usually in my YouTube channel, I use Conda command to create an environment itself, right? And many people do not have Anaconda installed. They just have Python installed. So due to that, they get some kind of errors, right? You can also create an environment through this Python command, which I'm going to show you. So again, in this video, what all things I'm actually going to cover, all the different ways how you can probably create an environment and start your end-to-end project itself. So let me quickly go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you 3 different ways. I'll open my terminal. Okay. And the best thing is that you can use along with, you can use as a Linux command also, you can use as in Windows command prompt also. So let me just show you the first way. The first way will be using Python command, right? Conda create command I usually show you, but today I will show you all the 3 ways how you can actually do it. So let me go ahead and write. By using the Python command, so I will write python Python, okay, and then here I will go ahead and write -m, okay, and my command name, that is venv, inside what folder, okay. So here let's say my folder is my-env. So once I do this, this folder will automatically get created, okay, and by default an environment will be set up. Now inside this particular environment, what kind of Python version you specifically have? For that, first of all, let's go ahead and activate it. Okay. Now to activate this, what I will do inside my env, there will be include libraries, folders and all. Inside script, there is one activate file. So I just need to go ahead and activate this to activate this particular environment. So for that, what I will do, I will write my-env /scripts/activate. Okay. So once I write this, and now here you can see that my environment is activated. Now I can probably go ahead and install any kind of libraries that I specifically want. Let's say pip install pandas if I do, or pip install numpy, then automatically the numpy will get installed in this specific library. Okay. And later on, if you have many number of libraries, you can basically create a requirement.txt. For this, the prerequisite is that you only need to have Python installed. Now, which version of Python is probably getting installed over here? That also you really need to check. By default, let's say in my Python environment right now, I just saw, right? Let's go and see my Python version. So let me go ahead and write Python version. So inside my Python version, you can see Python 3.8.5 is there, right? So by default, whenever I create an environment, so this Python 3.85 only will get created because in my system, I have this specific thing installed. Let's say I want to create with another Python version, then I need to upgrade my Python package itself, right? I need to probably make it to 3.1.0 or 3.1.2. What I need to do is that just go to Google, okay? And probably, let's say I go to python.org and here I download the recent Python version. Then automatically what will happen is that whenever I create an environment that through that way, then I will get this specific version. So this is one way. Okay. The another way. So let me quickly, I've activated it. Now I will go ahead and deactivate it. I will clear the screen. So this is one environment that has got created. Now there is also another way which we specifically use for Linux commands itself. So first of all, I will go ahead and install virtualenv. So this virtualenv, sorry, I think it will get as an error. So virtualenv, this I will try to install. So once I probably install virtualenv, I'll show you how you can create a command, an environment through using virtualenv itself. And that also you can also use it in PowerShell or Good Bash. So in virtualenv, I will go ahead and write virtualenv. Okay. And after writing virtualenv, let me go ahead and write it -p, and then I will go ahead and write Python. Okay. Python, the version, I know that it is somewhere around 3. And this will basically be my virtual environment name, virtual_env. So once I go ahead and execute it, you'll be able to see that now inside this virtualenv is also getting created. And inside this also you have a script folder. So if you want to activate somewhere, activate where this will also be there, right? Activate file will be there to activate those commands. So in order to activate it, what I will do, I will quickly go ahead and clear the screen and go ahead and write virtual env. I think the folder name is virtual env, I guess. Let's see. Virtual underscore env. Virtual underscore env. So slash scripts slash backslash activate. So once I activate, now here you can see I'm getting some error. Let's see what is the file name. Scripts slash, I think the spelling is somewhere here itself. Let's see. I will go ahead and copy this path. Okay. Oops. Let me just see. Okay. Activate. I will copy the relative path. I'll paste it over there. I think it should be. Now you can see that it has got, it moves into this particular virtual environment. Now in order to deactivate, I will go ahead and deactivate. Okay. Now this is the thing, right? Through this, what you really need to do is that whenever you upgrade your Python, you'll be able to create that particular Python environment with that particular Python version in this. The third way, which is the most common way and which I also use, is by using Conda create. For this, you really need to have Anaconda installed. And Anaconda is a better way, I feel, because here you will be able to, make sure that all the packages, all the environments are properly managed. Through the Anaconda environment, you can actually see each and every packages that has got installed. So you can also use this specifically. And for this way, you only have to write Conda create -p venv, let's say venv1. And here I will give my Python version with respect to anything that I want. 3.10 and all, and y, right? So this command actually helps you to create an environment, even though in the base you have different Python version. See, right now you have Python version, Python v, okay, I will write Python --v. So here, okay, version, okay, Python 3.8.5, right? Now what I will do is that I will make sure that I create it through the Conda. So I will write Conda create -p venv1 Python. Let's say I want to go with higher version, Python = 3.10, right? And if I write w-y, then you can see that automatically my entire environments will get created, right? So I still find this as an efficient way. But again, if you don't have Anaconda, and whenever, because many people are getting this kind of errors when they are doing my project, because I only use Conda, because that is much more efficient when I compare it to Python. But it is not possible. I'm not saying that it is impossible to create in other ways. You can go with that. So that is the reason I've shown you all the specific ways to go ahead and you can create a virtual environment based on your needs. So I hope you like this particular video. This was it for my side. And this was the video about creating different ways of environment in your Python projects itself. Yes, go ahead and try it out. And if you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section of this particular video. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Shabarak.